Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use fgets and sscanf to get integer input from users. So let's get started. Okay, so first let me open my C code. Okay, so here is my C code. And before we get started, I want to say something really important. It is usually recommended that as you write more advanced C programs, that you always have the stdlib header file. It is usually recommended to have it there alongside with the stdio.h header file. That's just something you should keep in mind. Okay, now let's get it started. So here I'm essentially using fgets and scanf to get an integer input from a user. As you know, we can always use scanf. However, there are many advantages to using fgets and scanf together to actually accomplish this. And one of them would be that this way we could potentially not have a buffer overflow attack vulnerability. So no one would be able to do any buffer overflow attacks on our program if we actually use this. So that's one advantage. And it usually just handles the input better if you just use fgets and sscanf. Okay, so now as you can see, this is a typical C program. We've declared and initialized an integer right here, and then we initialized it to 0, and then we have a character string declared right here with 64 bytes. And then we basically tell the user to enter a number, and then we use fgets and scanf to get that input, and then we say what the user entered, what number they entered, and then the program ends. So that's basically how you would do that. Let me actually compile the code so you can actually see how it works. Okay, let's run it. Let's enter 55. It says the entered number is 55. And that's basically it. That's how you would use a scanf, sscanf, and fgets to get inputs from the user. You can also obviously use it to get float inputs and double inputs and things like that. It's not only restricted to integers, but you in this example, I just showed how you can use it for integers. Let me, before we finish the lesson, let me show you something important. So here, for with this scanf, we can see that I have an ampersand here. Okay, so that's really important because if you do not have an ampersand here, when you're parsing that integer to that variable right here, if you do not have that, the program, the function will not work properly and your program may have unexpected behavior. So make sure to always have that ampersand. The only time you don't need it is if you have something like this, a buffer like this that, a character string right here. So that's the only time you don't need the ampersand. Other times you need it, such as for getting input for floats or doubles. Doesn't really matter. You need that ampersand. And that's something we refer to in C as a pass by reference. And in future lessons, I will talk about pass by value and pass by reference. Okay. And that's basically all the important things you need to know about using fgets and sscanf. Okay, so I hope you learned something useful in this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.